Hey, people injured here, 3v3, Typhon Arena, blue side. We've got Caeltos, lead designer of Elite Mod, playing a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of great manipulation and control abilities, begins in melee combat. Alongside 531st is a Grey Knight Brother Captain, durable commander that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, very good offense and support fights in melee combat. And rounding off this blue team is, where's he gone? Slaaneshi Cacophony as a Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, lots of great buffs with some debuffs and crowd control too, some good mobility as well, using a fleet to get to this wreck point. This is all-3 DLC, which is what actually looks all fancy like. Red team, House Corridor is an Ultramarines. Techmarine starts off range combat, puts up some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Alongside DarkRaven is a Force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And rounding off this red team is Noob finisher as a Mekboy, getting some left hooks on those Dire Avengers. Teleporting commander that fights range combat, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. Kicking off in mid, Farseer tangling with a bunch of Orks, but is eventually forced off. 531st now coming to support, using his We Are the Hammer buff from the Brother Captain. He's starting ability, and a very good one it is. +1 speed and 15% damage resistance for all affected allies for those 10 seconds. Tactical Marine's backing away. He does start with a pretty decent power weapon, this guy. 30 DPS on that Force sword of his, 452, 500. These Inquisitorial Stormtroopers getting absolutely shredded by shooter fire and taken down in retreat. Wow. Mekboy was also there helping out, and he has his big shooter up very quickly. As you can see, almost 40 DPS piercing. This thing does not mess around. 440, 500. Two-ton cap for red. They have this contested, but now blue team pushing through. 531st. Surely he's gonna, yes, replaces his stormtroopers. Just 210 wrecks, and not the end of the world. They weren't upgraded. Are we gonna see double grenade launcher stormtroopers down here? Here are some Howling Banshees for Slaaneshi. He goes for the aspect of strength. We'll give them an executioner weapon, a big spear in tier 2 with some heavy melee DPS, as you can see there, forcing off the shooters. Shotgun scouts maybe then, yes, immediately for DarkRaven, gets his shotgun scouts up, and the Force commander has his Iron Halo, but now his energy is drained, so he needs to back away, waiting for his Orc allies. Running battle here, but blue team do take the VP, and they have this wreck, and they've pushed across the top thanks to Caeltos, and are capping red team's natural with some Tzeentch worship going on. Grenade launcher heretics, and in fact 2 grenade launcher heretics. Red team pushing back at the bottom though. Stormtroopers again losing a bunch of models. Got triple stormtroopers up here. 531st, we might see triple grenade launchers, which is pretty nasty. Force commander goes down, but did the Banshees escape? They do not. That's a good trade for red team, a very good trade. It's always worth it to lose your commander to kill a squad, because they can just be repurchased for 250, and in case of a team game they can just be revived for a bunch of XP. Wow, Slaaneshi losing a bunch of stuff. Lost a Dire Avenger squad, lost a Banshee squad, and lost his commander. Those are huge losses. 424, 413. Double cap for blue. Can they recover from this? No problem, says Caeltos. He has the power top, so they can node this. In fact, they've already noded it. They can gen it up, and there are 2 gens. And they still have this. Red team not pushing through quickly enough. No flamer on the way for DarkRaven. He's got double tactical marines, and no tier 1.5 unit even for Noob finisher. He does revive the Force commander though to get level 3. So already doing more damage with his big scary shooter. Wow, really? No flamer? Could have taken the power down there. 424, 376. Missed opportunity, I think. It's 20 power, but I think it would have been worth it there. Retreat grenade attempt by House Corridor, unlucky. Doesn't quite hit it, but does have sniper scouts. You might want to get another squad of those. You might see Caeltos teleporting in and going after them. Did he not get anything else, House Corridor, or did he lose something? Not sure. He does have Flamer Tactical Marines is kicking off mid, is it? Or bottom, I should say. 424, 364. Grenade doesn't do a whole lot. Farseer just about getting away from the sluggers, but now DarkRaven just caught in retreat path. He trying to recover here now with a guarding weapon team. Begins with this shuriken cannon. Look at this, an Ork turret up. How often do you see these things? From the Mekboy. Doesn't suppress, but now does reasonable damage at all ranges. 411, 364. And Flamer going to work on blue team's power up here. Slaaneshi has a gate, does he? There it is. Allows you to infiltrate stuff, the Farseer's gate. 399, 364. Heretics with aspiring champion. In fact, both heretic squads have aspiring champion. Scouts, doom bolts on their face, retreating just in time. Might have lost a couple of models if they didn't. Assault Marines jumping in here from DarkRaven. Double tax into Assault Marines, a very powerful build. But there is the Coruscating Flame from the Sword of Flame. A really nice buff from the Chaos Sorcerer. Allows you to burn nearby enemies and also gives a damage resistance buff, I believe. 372, 364. Sorcerer runs away. Assault Marines did not lose a model. Pretty lucky to do so. They usually get away like this though. Very annoying to fight those guys. Turret is still up. Let's see how it does here. Has much larger range than the Imperial Guard's last turret. But it's going to be flamed down immediately by the Purgation Squad. And didn't last long. And didn't get to shoot at these Stormtroopers either. We only have one of them with grenade launchers, but they're putting out some good damage. No sergeants either. 326, 324. There's a triple cap for red team now. Caeltos might be looking to push against his power. VP is not a huge concern for you in tier 1. You should be focusing more on your engagements and bashing power if you can. Assault Marines will try and decap here. Blue team retaking bottom. Mekboy being annoying behind cover of that big shooter. He's got his battery pack and he can use that to support these Assault Marines with heals, which will be good. And Slaaneshi recovering reasonably well from his losses. And is now bashing power bottom. No sign of any help though from 531st. 277, 364. Chaos Space Marines for Caeltos, taking back his natural. And he is looking to push mid, and he's supporting himself with this Zinch Shrine in tier 2, and this will give him a 10% damage resistance buff, and this thing will shoot out Doom Bolts, and he's worshipping it, so it'll shoot them out even quicker. And there is the Chains of Torment, really good combo, setting these things up for those Doom Bolts. The Doom Bolts doing good damage out of those shrines, especially if you can get a few of them up. Look how long that Chains of Torment lasted. You need to shoot down the central hub and then it will dissipate. Really good play from Caeltos, and now he's going to bash power alongside 531st unless this Weird Boy and DarkRaven stuff can stop him. There's Zap on his brother Captain, but he doesn't jump, so it's okay. Heretic's taking a bunch of damage here. Need to retreat, there we go. His CSM busy trying to retake mid. He's gone for Markov Corn, in fact they are idle. 272, 342, 2-ton cap for the blue team. Can he defend this shrine? Is it worth trying to defend the shrine? There's a retreat from the heretics. Assault Marine is going to jump and try and finish them here. But I don't think they are going to be able to. Sorcerer still being a pain in the ass, and that thing is still shooting out Doom Bolts. But it's only shooting a Weird Boy, so it's not going to do a whole lot. There is Chains of Torment on a Tactical Marine squad. And look at that, envelops the Assault Marines as they get close. I did not know that happens. That's pretty cool. Is he going to get away here? Yep, he does get away. Rose of Torment increasing his health and his health regeneration as well. Mark of Corner CSM trying to decap, but are now going to go after this Techmarine. They do have their aspiring champion, plasma pistols and chain axes. The aspiring champion gets a melter pistol, and those chain axes are power melee weapons. Also get a speed buff and a health buff, but they run into a tarantula turret up there covering that VP. So Blood Crusher on the way for Caeltos. I was just about to say he might go for a Blood Crusher. Dreadnought up for Raven, but he doesn't want to push against a Wraith Lord, which Slaaneshi Cacophony has, and 531st has a Dreadnought of his own, a Grey Knight Dreadnought, and a Vindicator Assassin on the way. So that is pretty damn dangerous for DarkRaven's Dreadnought. He's gone for a multi-melter, which is what the Grey Knight Dreadnought begins with. It's not going to begin with that in the next patch though. It's going to begin with a twin-linked heavy bolter, which will suppress targets. Singing Spear up on the Farseer. She's fully kitted out, rune armor and the Ghost Helm as well. No sign of guide. You can put guide on vehicles. He's not doing it here. Is it on? Maybe it's on cooldown. 2-ton cap. VP's very close, and there is that Psychic Storm. Look how powerful this thing is, wiping those scouts. Incredible ability for the Farseer. They really needed to jump her and knock her down there. Melter, multi-melter Dreadnought, really powerful versus Eldar, since you're bleeding with every shot pretty much against the infantry. This thing is pushing way too far though. No sign of side cannons. He's trying to finish off that Wraith Lord, obviously. Vindicator Assassin might get a last shot on this Dreadnought though. Down goes the Wraith Lord, so that wasn't too bad. He's going to lose a Dreadnought though. Yep, Vindicator Assassin in trouble, but does get away. Grenade misses. Nice idea. Purgation now suppressing the sluggers, but they use their Swampum and get in amongst them. There's a special, and this might be a dead Purgation squad. Yep, wow. Sluggers just all of a sudden become so dangerous when they get an Noob leader up to level 3 now. Caeltos is going to cap the VP. Looks like he took the turret down with help from this Blood Crusher, a demon with vehicle armor. You can support this guy superbly well with worship. He's really quick and does good single target damage, but only 600 hit points. Usually does need that support. Unique in that he can be repaired and worshipped. 272, 244. We have a last cannon turret Rhino. Rhino's getting huge changes in the next update, and they are now going to begin with a Storm Bolter gunner on top, and you can combine that gunner with their other tier 2 weapons. So we're going to get these mini tanks really in tier 2 from Grey Knights, which is going to be hugely interesting. Big connotations for tier 1 as well, with that sentinel like pressure you have. Alongside Stormtroopers could be incredibly annoying to deal with. 472, 233, or indeed alongside the new strike squads, which are going to get buffs to their range damage potential. Multi-Melter Dread from House Corridor. The Ultramarines DLC Dreadnought looks amazing with that Tyranid Warrior displayed on top. 272, 212. Tactical Marines with a Sergeant level 2. Plague Marines on the field for Caeltos. Slow moving infantry with a snaring missile launcher and some big stack of health. 2,000 hit points on these guys. Kicking off bot though. Falcon. Foot of Gork. Forcing the Falcon to come towards this beamy death gun. This might be the end of this Falcon. One more shot, down it goes. It was the missile launcher tactical marines, in fact, that got the last shot. We have double missile launcher tactical marines. Ouch, nasty combo. Hell Fury into a Psychic Storm. That Psychic Storm is amazing. Look how long it lasts for. If you catch light infantry squads in that thing, it is painful. Plasma Cannon, Grey Knight Dreadnought getting a massively good shot there. This thing is getting tweaked, and the next update is going to do slightly less damage but have slightly longer range. Getting shot up by this beamy death gun Mekboy. I don't think triple repairs are enough to save it, especially with those missile launcher tactical marines. Down it goes. He should not have lost that guy. 272, 196. Power's been taken back by House Corridor as yet another tactical marine squad with a sergeant. He might go for Some Stone Guard veterans perhaps. Plague Marines are actually light infantry, so you want to use Hellfire rounds against these guys. 196, 266, 2-1 for red team. Slaaneshi Cacophony looking thin all of a sudden again, just 3 units on the field, but he is going tier 3, and 531st is already tier 3. We know how powerful Grey Knight tier 3 can be, especially in this kind of map. Is that a white Assault Marine squad? It looks like it is. Yes, it is. Down goes the Rhino, but not a good trade there for those Assault Marines. Did he have double Assault Marines? He got another one. There we go. 247, 196. Down goes the Shuriken. Electric armor from the Mekboy here, level 6. As I was saying, yeah, Grey Knight tier 3 can be awesome on this map at the bottom. Drop your Land Raider or just get Terminators, which work really well down here. This is not that far back to your base. Plague Marines really good at taking out turrets since they do not suffer fire rate penalties from suppression. Down goes the Techmarine, which levels while he's down. Dreadnought does get away, level 2. One more shot, I think, and the turret is done for. There we go. 225, 196. He did lose 3 models from his Plague Marines though. Psychic Storm on the Assault Marines, we have to jump away. Level 2. Lots of DACA on his generators. 216, 196. Could be a very important power bash there, because 531st is tier 3 and so is Slaaneshi. What's he going to go for here? Needs 800 rec and 200 power to get drop his Land Raider Crusader. Might just go for some Paladins or Terminators instead for now. Weird Boy being chased down by these Sluggers, running riot, almost level 4. And zap on these Stormtroopers, jumping between them, doing tons of damage. Good grief. Is he going to jump again? No. Chased down by Sluggers, taking models as they go. They're going to wipe this squad, are they? Yes, they do. Painful. Did that level them? It did. They're level 4 now. Caeltos. They don't want to do that. They need to turn and fight to get those 50% knockback chances going. Ouch. Marco Corn CSM going ballistic up here. In amongst Stone Guard veterans, taking models, level 2 now. House Corridor trying to keep them in place for this Dreadnought, I think. Is he even going to lose a model here, Caeltos? He does lose a model. He needs to run away now. There we go. Sniper shot as well, but they got to level 3 just killing Marines there. That was amazing. Since they were doing all of the damage to the Marines themselves, they got huge amounts of XP. 205, 187. Double flash kits for Noob Finisher. This could be incredibly painful. Especially if Terminators hit the field, and in fact they are. Well, with Paladins on the way for 531st, so if these guys can get double blasters, pain. Lots and lots of pain for them. Blue team taking a natural back. Caeltos has both naturals at the top. Natural power is capped now. Can they node it up and keep it for any length of time? No. Chaos Predator on the way for Caeltos. Seer Council on the way for Slaaneshi Cacophony. Also has a D cannon set up nicely. Look at the range on this thing. Singularity is pretty awesome as well. Another Ork turret here from Noob Finisher. Some really good play from him in this game. Plague Marines do finish the cap, or they're forced to run away by a whole bunch of stuff here. Noob Finisher now pushing through this middle path. Here's that Chaos Predator, no marks yet. Heretics there to support with repairs. You can also worship with Zinch Worship for that infiltration buff. 205, 112. Lots of pressure here by red team. They have their natural back, and here's a Mekboy to come and take blue team's natural, or at least try to. He's level 8, this guy, done really well. Can they bash this power? I think they should just bash it. Don't try and take it back. 205, 108. We have Marines and Scouts sitting top to hold it. Might see a triple cap here from red team. We might. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for DarkRaven. Decent amount of red. both the Grey Knight player and the Eldar player can drop a nuke, so can Noob finish up. And dropping a nuke right here might be freaking bad for this stuff. Wow, Stormtrooper was almost wiped out by that weird boy shot. 181, 108 is going to drop his zap and then run away. He needs to run away. There we go. Predator getting Mark of Khorne, which buffs the damage of all of its weapons. Paladins on the field, as you see here. Terminator variant with these heavy melee demon hammers. Really good going up against large targets. And they have that passive health regeneration aura, which is being replaced in the next update by a new ability called, I think it's Holy Grounds. We'll see how that pans out. Land Raider Redeemer not wanting to push without support, which is a good idea, especially since, well, he doesn't know Slaaneshi can nuke it, but he knows there's an Eldar player here, and Eldritch Storms are really bad news for Land Raiders. They are stealing this power, it seems. Should have just bashed it, I think. Terminators on the field now for House Cawdor, going for the assault cannon. Caeltos can drop a nuke of his own now. More paladins on the way for 531st, bashing power with these whites. 127, 104. Our red team even gonna defend? Are they all tripling top here? Caeltos might get tripled, needs to be aware of it. Nope, we do have some stuff coming bottom. Double blasters, flash kits. Shooting at the brother captives. Level 3 has the Nemesis Force Sword to buff those paladins up. And the Unending Purge is kicking off top though. There's the Chains of Torment. Sluggers wiping out something there. What did they kill? Not sure. 127, 80. Where is Mark of Khorne CSM? They are in there. Plague Marines exploding. Heretics are wiped. There's an Imperial Abyss, and I hear an Orbital on the same place. That was Caeltos and 531st. Some good nukes, but the Marines did not die, and they're retreating back to that Land Raider, which does give you a mobile retreat point and reinforcement point. Really powerful in team games. Come out of resources Noob finish he has. Why is he not buying stuff? Could get a battle wagon up. Maybe he's just waiting to see what else comes out from blue team. So council back at base. Power melee squad that leap into combat also passively buff nearby allies. Double paladins up. Can they stop this? Where are the flash kits? Going out of base. Dreadnought certainly does not want to fight these two guys. Or these 6 guys, I should say. Look at that beamy death gun getting shots on. And there's the warp vomit to save the Dreadnought, but those guys able to teleport away. And down goes the Dreadnought. Do they have wrist-mounted side cannons? They do. They both do, in fact. Should have got flame incinerators on one of them, I think. 107, 60, 2-to-1 cap for red team. Can they hold on to this? Land Raider's still here. Double tactical marines pushing up to see what's going on. Here come those CSM level 3. The attacks are level 4 and level 3, so some high level marine squads, really tough and stuff that you really don't want to lose. There's a Chains of Torment forcing a retreat. Webway gate top from Slaaneshi. 9160. Vanguard veterans jumping in, but instantly subjugated. Or were they subjugated before they jumped in? I think they were. Wow. Tactical Marines getting absolutely owned here. But they are able to get back into the Land Raider. There's the frag assaults. Really, really painful to try and push against a Land Raider on a narrow stairway like that. Especially the Redeemer. Those Flamestorm cannons and that frag assault. But the Paladins, wow, double Paladin is making short work of the Land Raider there. That was insanely quick takedown. We will not be able to do this in the next update. Paladins will be limited to 1. 88, 58. Double flash gets getting a bit too close, which is unfortunate for them. Could have done a lot of damage to those Paladins. Blue team now pushing across the top. Red team taking bottom though. It's not over yet. Slugger's even bashing power. And red team going to take their natural power back. Yes, blob capping for some reason. Rocks. Didn't seem to do a whole lot there. Paladins just teleported out, I think. Battle wagon up for Noob finisher. DarkRaven all of a sudden doesn't have a whole lot. House Corridor just lost something. What did he lose? Terminator squad is up with an assault cannon. Squad subjugated there. Now back in control, but he needs to run them away. There's the big zap gun shot, boom. Paladins going after this battle wagon. You can get rear armor hits on this thing. There's the death roller though, out, lots of damage. And an orbital. Oh good grief, that's from DarkRaven. And a pretty nicely hit one too. But the battle wagon does go down thanks to this Mark of Corn tank. Red team do have the bottom double cap. Can they hold on? Lots of players floating, a lot of resources here. Big Imperial Abyss. Wow. And a Hell Fury dropped as well. Lots and lots of death. Paladins teleporting out just about. These guys down to one model here. I'm sure he'd love to drop a Crusader, but he doesn't have the red. He doesn't have the power for it either. Terminator's in a huge amount of trouble. Caeltos using demonic summoning to spit blood letters out there, also allowing him to reinforce his stuff. Don't think it allows you to reinforce your allies though, no they don't. And those paladins are done for. House Corridor and DarkRaven with just 2 units apiece. Noob finisher with a full roster here. I don't think he's lost a single unit in the whole game, has he? I don't think he has. Another battle wagon on the way. 531st with just double paladins, and that is it. And these guys badly needs reinforcing. These guys are with 3 models. 31, 37. There's a 2-to-1 for blue now. Or not. They're losing their natural. What is up there though to defend? It's the web wagon. There's a warp vomit. It did decap. Some good play there from the Noob finisher. And battle wagon will hit the field soon-ish. DarkRaven, why are you not buying stuff? I think he wants assault terminators with lightning claws, doesn't he? That's what he's trying to get, but he's losing. He lost his Stone Guard veterans somewhere. Where were they? Up here, trying to cap probably. Yeah. No, those are House Corridors. I'm not sure where he lost his Stone Guard. 531st goes down. He's level 7 though. And red team able to bash. Is that an Eldritch Storm? And it's a completely wasted Eldritch Storm. That was so risky to put it there, thinking the Orks would run into it. 19-26, it's so close. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. DarkRaven, buy something. He just needs 6 red to get his Terminators in the field. That's obviously what he's going for here. Is that a Psychic Storm? No, it's a D-Cannons. Wow, Singularity. Look at the bits of Orks. That was nuts. 19-14. And there's Chains of Torment going off. Covering quite a large area, as you can see here. It's the battle wagon. Single cap for red. Something's fighting over this natural. It's Assault Terminators called in by DarkRaven. This is now all he has. He's trying to get these heretics off this cap. Is he purchasing lightning claws immediately? He is. 7, 12, single cap for red. There's an orbital. So close. There's the 1-to-1. Blue team able to cap here, but those heretics did give their lives for it, and now the assault terminator is decapping. So it's a single for red again. They're going to win this, I think. Yes, they are. Amazing game. Look, look at the armies at the end of the game. Caeltos had 1 unit. Slaaneshi had none. DarkRaven had 1. Even Noob finished started losing his stuff. That big singularity is crazy. Lander Crusader was actually dropped at the end, as you can see here. Awesome stuff. Let's look at the commanders. Almost level 7. Sorcerer had Rod of Warpfire at the end. Rose of Torment, which did lots of great work for him, and Tome of Subjugation. Brother Captain. Level 8 Nemesis Force Sword. Unending Persia's double paladins really did help push top. Slaaneshi Cacophony. Level 8 Farseer Singing Spear. Armory Assyrian and Ghost Helm. House Caeltos Techmarine was down there, where he's level 7, had the plasma gun, looks like. No, that's not him. Where is he? Can't see his weapon. Oh yeah, the melter gun. DarkRaven's Force Squad level 5 had the Thunderhammer at the end. Artificer and Iron Halo, and Noob finishes Mekboy, got level 10, did a superb job, had a beamy death gun and a big shooter as well, I think, didn't he? Electric armor also. There you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.